Did Drogba score the winning goal in the 2021 Champions League final? Or was it Lampard that made the assist? Or was it Ikebe? Who were the people that were? I'm telling you that it's in the fabric of the club. Get out boys from Arowo Jobe. Put me in goal. Let Victor play left wing. As long as they are wearing a Chelsea jersey, they become Champions League standard. It is something about the club.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Crossfire. My name is Ross, and I've got with me here today.
My name is Tosin.
And?
You know who I am, Tunde Young.
Okay, today we will be discussing once again Tunde's favorite coach, Graham Potter. So the question at hand today is, do you think that Graham Potter can pull off a Thomas Tuchel and win the Champions League? Tunde, let's start with you.
On the merits of Graham Potter as a coach, as a person, and his track record, the answer is N-O, no. Niet, never, rara, mba. It cannot happen. On Graham Potter. But when you look at the history of Chelsea football, when you look at the most successful club of the last 2 decades, most successful English club of the last 2 decades, the most successful English club in Europe by Liverpool. Forget the fact that Man U have 3 Champions League titles. Chelsea has 2 with 2 Europa Leagues to boot. Makes us better than United in Europe. When you look at that club, that pedigree, and the fact that the 2 times Chelsea have won the Champions League so far, they were horrible in the league. I'm saying the universe is cooking up things, putting everything together. And the fact that Chelsea are already in the quarterfinals now, and God so being good, we will now somehow, I'm getting religious, we will now somehow get either AC Milan or the winners of Inter Milan and Porto. Favorable draws, everything work out in our favor. We are making it to the final. And for the final, anything can happen. We've been here before, we've done it before. And who's to say Chelsea can't do it now? History can repeat itself. I'm fully behind Chelsea Football Club. For Graham Potter, I don't know. The first Champions League Chelsea won, it was under Di Matteo. Di Matteo is not a great coach, but he just happened to be there. So maybe Potter will happen to be there and he will have a Champions League medal on his record.
Tosin, what do you think? Do you think this guy can pull this off and take Chelsea all the way?
Yeah. Today is delusional. And obviously that delusion comes from supporting Chelsea for decades, or at least a decade. You understand? Like, nothing is impossible, but there are some things. I don't have wings. You understand? I don't have wings. Dogs can't fly. You understand? Like, there are just some natural things that happen in the natural universe. Like, can Chelsea win the Champions League with Graham Potter as manager? Like, can I walk from here to the United States? What are we talking about? You understand? So, like, even putting it at the back of your brain that Chelsea can win the champ. Like, can Chelsea survive relegation? Like, we can have that discussion. That's a much more sensible discussion to have. Can Chelsea win? I don't know. And it stems from a deep-rooted arrogance in that Chelsea setup, that Chelsea infrastructure, that Chelsea mindset. You understand? A thuggish, a hooliganish mindset. You understand? That has been inculcated at a very, very young age. Braggadocious mindsets, and that is what happens when you imbibe like wrong information. You understand? Like, how did Chelsea win the Champions League in 2012? Obviously, yes, they sacked the coach. You understand? And they brought in a new coach in the middle of the season. Mm-hmm. But that is not the same thing. That is not let me educate you.
Go ahead, sir.
Like, that is not the same process. You understand? You need certain key figures in your team, like, to win the Champions League. You need some certain caliber of players to win the Champions League. You can't just wake up. It's like waking up in the morning and say, like, you know what, I want to eat shit. Like, that's literally what he's saying. Like, so, like, you want to win the Champions League. That Chelsea team had a Frank Lampard in that team. Frank Lampard is, for me, one of the top 3 greatest midfielders of all time.
He's the greatest. He's the greatest.
You understand? You have a DJ Drogba on that team. You had strong character.
34-year-old Didier Drogba, by the way.
Oh, so you would have won without Didier Drogba? Is that what you're saying?
Go on, keep going.
No, I'm telling you the lineage of Didier Drogba. You're telling me that.
Keep going.
You needed a Didier Drogba on that team. You understand? To keep everything flowing. You needed Ikebe on that team. Branislav Ivanovic. You needed Ikebe on that. Ikebe. See, when I started watching football, and like the way I dissect football with my third eye, you understand? This is like from an extensive experience watching football. You understand? I can't just be like salivating at the TV watching football. Watch football with intellect and experience. You understand? So these are the things you need to put together. You need to have that.
Mr. Intellect, too.
Concoction, you understand, to win the Champions League.
Did Drogba score the winning goal in the 2021 Champions League final? Or was it Lampard that made the assist? Or was it Ikebe? that was preventing the goals from going in. Who were the people that were? I'm telling you that it's in the fabric of the club. Get out boys from Arowo Jobe. Put me in goal. Let Victor play left wing. As long as they are wearing a Chelsea jersey, they become Champions League standard. It is something about the club. It is not about the manager. If the manager, what after Chelsea, what was the Matteo's next job? Aston Villa and West Brom, and now he's basically unemployed, doing whatever. He probably owns the Whole Foods or something. Who cares? Who cares what the Matteo is doing in 2023? Look, that's the thing. Chelsea can elevate your guy. Before Chelsea, Thomas Tuchel now is regarded as a top 3, top 5 manager of the current generation now. Yes. But before Chelsea, he was tagged a serial choker with what he did at PSG, failed to win the Champions League. But Chelsea elevates standards, and anybody that is objective, which obviously excludes you, will be able to see what I'm telling you. So, like, Graham Potter on his own, Brighton manager, Swansea manager, he cannot achieve anything on his own. But the fact that he's at Chelsea Football Club, the club that makes personality, not the other way around, I'm telling you, Chelsea have become automatic favourites to win the Champions League season.
Okay, one question before we let you guys go. With the way Chelsea is seeming to turn things around, do you think this has anything to do with Graham Potter? Has your mindset as to what Graham Potter is as a coach changed in any way since the last time we saw?
Chelsea have not done anything in recent times, as far as I'm concerned. You understand? You beat Leeds by 1-0, you've not done anything.
Saying one is for a fan of 1-0 Lona is telling me that. What do you be Valencia? What have you been winning? 1-0 Lona.
We are not going to come here and relegate this discussion to comparing a non-entity in a club like Chelsea to one of the greatest institutions in the sporting industry.
Side player, if you sure for you now.
But
greatest institution.
but that's not here. You look at this Chelsea setup, and I have given my own piece from an educated and informed standard of perspective. You understand that? Like, this Graham Potter that, some of us, we educated him. You understand? we conscientized him about like the trajectory and where the direction of this team once you employ Graham Potter, and we are seeing the fruits now. So you recording a dubious penalty retake against Borussia Dortmund to qualify for the Champions League quarter-final stage, that doesn't do anything for me. You understand? Let's see them like beat relegation teams, a couple of relegation teams.
No problem. What stage of Champions League is Barcelona in? Anyway, you answer that in the next show.
Okay.
No, I'll just go ahead. Yes, last time I was here, I said Graham Potter should be fired. And right now, I don't think he should be fired. But if they fire him, I will not cry. Right now, I'm indifferent. Right now, I've regained confidence in Chelsea, the club, not any manager.
Not Graham Potter.
Not even the bomb players, because I still think we employ quite a number of bombs. But the fabric of the club. There's a reason I support this club. And it's because just winning is ingrained into the mentality. You see how they did against Dortmund. The club at an all-time low, not performing well. Absolutely dominated Dortmund. I was on a 10-game winning streak. 10-game winning streak. And Chelsea made them look like they were not even they were not even worthy to be in the Champions League. So that's when the moments when it matters. Don't talk about Chelsea and call it relegation battles. That is disrespectful. And I've come to the conclusion that you know nothing about football. But like moving away from that, to Graham Potter be fired. Yeah. If you fire him, who cares? But no, let us just go on this trajectory. 2 consecutive wins, 1-0 against Leeds, 2-0 against Dortmund. Weekend we plaster Leicester City, and progress to the Champions League semi-finals and the finals, and we'll talk after the end of the season.
All right, there you guys have it. We've heard from the professor himself and our favorite student of the game, but we want to hear from you guys. What do you think Graham Potter can achieve with this Chelsea team? Can he take them and win the Champions League? Let us know in the comments down below. Thank you very much.